you live this life or walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
What's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. I'm here with Mr. Clean. What's up, Fleece?
How you doing, my big brother?
Doing good, man. I want to ask you a question. Let's get right into it.
All right.
What laws or rules was in place that we wouldn't understand? We wouldn't have known nothing about out here in the free world. And let's be clear. You started serving time in the 70s, so I know over time things changed. But in the late 70s, what was some of the rules that people would get in trouble for?
Man, they had a law down there, a rule called reckless eyeballing. Like, if they catch you looking at a woman, you go to the hole for 45 days, reckless eyeballing. And them girls down there, man, they was built. They come out of the country. Big old country white girls, the big breasts and big butts, big thighs and small waists, walk on their tiptoes and stuff. And their uniforms are skin tight, fit them like it was spandex. You know, like leggings. And they get all up in your face. Johnson, come here. And I go over, yeah. And I look, I can't help from seeing them big breasts, man. I look at them. She said, well, you going to the hole for reckless eyeballing.
Reckless eyeball.
Yeah. Sure, I cussed her out then, you know, but that was a rule, and it was bad, man. I mean, one of them ladies, any lady walked past, you heard people that been locked up 20, 30 years without a woman. They don't, then you got some means coming there with this, I'm not gonna mess around with a man. I ain't gonna mess with no sissies. But, you look at one of them white ladies, she come walking through throwing it. Big old butt swing from side to side, smacking it, right? Like it's trying to bust up out of her pants, right? They had one lady in her butt was so big, we thought the stitches gonna bust in the back, right? It just looked like it was about ready to just bust through the pants, right? But when they catch you looking, the guard ran down and said, all 6 of y'all come with me.
How much time you get in the hole for that?
45 days in a hole.
Wow.
You go before a committee, and they'll read a report to you. On this day and time, Officer so-and-so was looking over the yard, and I observed 6 inmates. Reckless eyeballing Officer Nancy as she was walking past them. I advised all 6 inmates they would be written up for reckless eyeballing. And then they tell you to say what you gotta say, to step out, come back in. We found you guilty according to the report and sentence you to 45 days segregation. Yeah.
Wow.
And so I got to the point, I said, you know what? I make my stand, I make my stand. You read my book, you'll know what I mean. I made my stand. I said, I'm getting ready to break through all this. I'm gonna reckless eyeball. I'm gonna tell them straight up front. Reckless eyeballing. And I did it so much that they ain't pay me no man. They can walk past me and I can tell them, say stuff like, shake that big old butt. Shake that big butt. Ooh, girl, look at that. Ooh, bouncing big old breast. They would not even write me up because they said, look, it don't do no good. You already got 23 years in a hole. It can't hurt him. But I had to go through big demonstrations, but they don't have that law no more. As a rule in the penitentiary, thanks to me, they got rid of it. You know, I got rid of it. Reckless eyeballing. You know, them ladies coming out and show out too, they drop stuff, bend over. Inmate see him, say, man, he'll tug another inmate, man, look at that, bro. Everybody scared to look at where And when them guards catch you, you 4 inmates, they'll holler on the bullhorn. Officer run over, he say, yeah, that one, and that one. Reckless eyeballing. Yes. They when she bent over, all of them looked at her. All right, thank you, officer. And take him to the hole. So.
What about the cigarette thing? You explained it one time, but I guess a couple people didn't get it. A few people.
Here in the state of Kentucky, in our penal system, we had a rebellion. I was leading of the rebellion. I was one of the leaders. I never been a follower. People won't follow me, come on with me. I ain't gonna ask you though. Well, we fought big battles during the 70s and 80s and 90s with the corrections department. Physical, legal, whatever. But now in one of our penal system in North Point, see, they start bringing in all these young guys. So older guys like me, we don't like the young guys coming in, man, because when they do the little silly stuff they do, the department takes it out on everybody. You know, we just trying to do our time, man.
What's some examples of the silly stuff?
Like for instance, they can take anything from us that is a privilege. You know, like our TVs. They can take our pool tables. They can take all our sports activities. They can just don't have to let us stay on the yard as long as they been. They can bring us down to 1 hour a day. They can take all our cable TV.
Now, what was some of the young people? What's the things the young people was doing that
irritated
y'all?
They come in scared to death. First of all, scared to death, so they click up. It takes 5 of them to make a man out of 1. You know, they didn't have backup. They would not even walk the yard. Scared to death. So they get in there, then one click. When they see the white boys, they've always had the biggest clique in prison is the white boys. So now the blacks get scared, so they click up. But they start doing shit like to show the white man that they ain't no punks. They fight each other. Blacks and blacks.
Oh, instead of fighting the
instead
ones,
of
clicking up.
Yeah, fight the ones they afraid of, really.
Okay.
They rather fight you and me than fight the white man. Cause they scared of him. But they want the white man to respect him from jumping on somebody black, which that's what they approve, you know. So they was into that, man. And so when they do something stupid, the penitentiary take it out on all of us. Like one day we had roller skates. They took the steel plate off the roller skates and made knives out of it. Stuck somebody, killed them, let it stay in it. So they said, what did you get killed with? I just came off a roller skate. Let's take the roller skates. Then we had a baseball field, real baseball sluggers. And Good sat out there and watched the games and stuff. Inmate took the bat, hit another one in the head with it. Bam!
Killed him.
No, he didn't kill him. He got a plate in his head, though. But he was a Muslim. Next thing you know, we ain't got no bats no more. They can bring us some plastic bats that little kids play with. Ain't nobody want to play with that, man. And then, you know, we used to get our own clothes. But every time a package come through, it got dope and all that in there, and we got to stop at. You can only order from a vendor. So at North Point, they had some little crazy inmates down there that set a fire. They burnt down like 3-4 buildings. It was all on TV. The burning of the prison, burnt them down. Then the inmates broke into the inmate commissary and took all the commissary out of there. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of them canned goods and all that shit, So, when they finally took control of the situation, the authorities, they had to find out now where they're going to put all these inmates. Because the segregation at North Point don't hold that many.
How many people in the prison was involved?
They had the whole prison down for riots. Everything was on lockdown. They got hundreds and hundreds of people that they said they got documented on camera. And so they was taking them to different prisons to put them in their segregation unit, fill it up. So they called Eddyville. We already seen the shit on TV. And the property man said, "Hey, Fleece." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You getting ready to be a rich man today?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Them idiots that burnt down the prison, they sending all their properties up here first.
Before they get there, the property will be there."
He said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to let y'all set the property on the tables. I'm going to the back rooms. Y'all do what y'all want." I said, "Hey, man, thank you, Wilson." I said, when they get down there, they going to the hole. They been in the hole for 2-3 years anyway. So, shoot, I need all that.
So you can't take your property to the hole?
No. When you go to the hole, here's how they process you. You get in a fight. Right there, where they broke the fight up, the guards will handcuff you right on the spot, behind the back. You get handcuffed behind the back. The guy you were fighting get handcuffed behind the back. So they'll take you to the yard office to set, and they gotta separate you. You be sitting in the yard office, at the guard's yard office, and they'll take the inmate you was fighting to the hole. And then when they process him in the hole, they'll take you to the hole and put y'all on different walks. Now, your property in your cell, they'll call the property man and tell him you got 2 of them, what cell houses and what cell they done went to the hole. So he'll call property runners. If I'm a property runner, report to the property room. So go to the property room and say, "Let's go pack them guys up." So we'll grab some big old green duffel bags. We'll grab 5 or 6 of them. And usually every walk got them on her anyway. They got their own duffel bag. So we get up there and the guard will open his cell. And then the property man will go in there, undo his TV, take the cable out the back, wrap it up, set it to the side, take his fan, take his CD player, then all the stuff in the cell will go into a bag, his clothes and shoes, and pull his foot locker out, put that in another bag, clean the cell out, and then we'll take the bags of property to the property room. And when they get to the property room, he'll put a little wire through there with a tag on it, write his name down and his number, and then take the bag in the back and set it. And it'll be setting for him when he get out of the hole. When he get out of the hole, they'll say, "Go back up and give him his property. This is your property."
Why don't they just leave it in the locked cell?
And the cells is available for other people.
So there's so many people coming in prison.
Coming in and going out.
They have to keep people in the
road
hole.
You got to,
to keep some of them open for new people.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. They do it too.
It sounds about right.
And
that's crazy too.
Yeah, it is. It's real crazy. And another thing, after the
I don't want to get off subject.
now I'm back to the burning.
Okay.
Now I'm back to the burning part. So they burnt this prison down.
They sent their property to y'all.
Yeah, they said we took everything. I mean, the ones that robbed the canteen, this is all the stuff that they robbed the canteen came straight to me. I'm talking about, man, I had over 150 cans of chili. I did. 150 cans of chili. I had 15 cases of noodles. I had so much stuff. Hey, and then look at all the TVs and the CD players.
So you automatically got a store.
Yeah, I already got a store. I mean, man, this is Kroger's. I got Kroger's. And and then guys, now here's the trip. They tore up all that stuff. Now when they do get out of the hole 3 years later, and then they tell the property man, I like to get some, my property. And he tell him, you ain't got nothing. I brought property that, well, we got you listening and having, this is all you get, a couple of shirts, some toilet paper, half a bar of soap.
So he's already pissed off before you hit the yard.
Yeah, they tell him that and put him right back in the hole with they show off, right? So you lost all that. But what they did, they took it out on all of us. They stopped smoking.
Because of them burning down the prison.
Yeah, stop smoking. And so that's why I had to step my game up down at Eddyville. I said, shit, they ain't gonna let us smoke. And we hid shit. They gave us a month warning. Everybody was hiding shit, but them guards found all that shit, right? They went through the whole prison 4 or 5 times, finding everybody's little spots. And now we got to go to the next level. Me. And this is why them white boys like me. It ain't that nobody put me up to nothing. It's like, hey, Fleece Johnson. I said, yeah. Man, what we gonna do about cigarettes? I said, well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna get both pretty soon.
Both of what?
Cigarettes and weed. And so I had to step it up. I had a trial. See a lady come in, and she said, I heard so much about you, Johnson. They said that you throw that stuff on, and please don't throw it on me. I don't never want none of that duty thrown on me. I said, well then do what I asked you to do. She said, I will do just that. Man, I got her to fond of me, all this stuff. She jacked me off. I said, it's over, man. Duty. I changed that whole prison with a bucket of duty. And them guards were scared, man. I tell them, bring me cigarettes. Man, don't even come back. They know I'm gonna do it. That guards are like, I don't want a big bucket, 5-gallon bucket of duty thrown on me. What kind of cigarettes you smoke, Johnson?
What kind was you smoking at the time?
Shoot, just regular Winston's, Marlboro. I always tell them any kind, as long as it's menthol. And they bring me back Cools. So, and then I start getting weed in. And so, that's what we did. We had everybody hooked up. The gym. I was walking around stealing walkie-talkies. Because if a guard loses walkie-talkie, that's a breach of security. He's fired automatically. You put me in a hole, I mean, the hole ain't nothing to me. 6 months is the most you can keep me under that.
What about the homebrew stuff? You never drank it or made it?
Well, I know white guys that made it, But the guards and us patrol the prison like police does out here in the neighborhood. They look through garbage cans, they look under everything, and that stuff stinks. You can't make homebrew without smelling it. It is some funky shit.
How they able to make it then?
They use yeast. You know, we got
No,
all
I'm talking
that.
about how they get away with it.
Well, it depends on the guard. If the guard is already hooked up, he'll let you.
So it just so
Like for instance, we had a guard hooked up in the gym. So we had this room upstairs in the gym. We put 3 big old slop barrels up there. Brand new slop barrels. To make home brew, we had all the yeast, everything, and it was going through the roof up there. We had it all fixed up there. And the guard let it happen, and that shit set good. That was some of the best home brew. I tell you something. But then again, here's what happened. The white guys. They get drunk, they want to go kill something. And it's usually black people. Well, I think I'm going to go get me a raccoon today. Old nigger down there, monkey. Now, like I said, I ran alone, hung alone. You know, when I was doing all that fighting, there no blacks try to help me on nothing, but I won my battles. I got my respect. I'm a child.
You wanna tell us the truth about something? Go
What's
ahead.
that?
Go ahead and tell us the truth about one thing.
What's that?
The fight you lost.
What fight?
Talk about the fight you lost, because you keep saying you was undefeated. Go ahead and tell us about the time you got your butt whooped.
Man, look. I got to the point when I decided to change. I wanted somebody to whoop me.
You wanted to lose.
I don't want a name. I don't want a reputation. I want somebody to say, I whooped him. You know.
So who's the guy that
Never happened.
Come on, man. Who's the guy that finally did it?
It never happened. Never happened.
And it's funny because all the guys I've talked to, can't none of them tell me the time you lost.
I ain't lose.
You did get knocked down, though.
Oh, yeah, that was understandable. Any fighter, you ask any fighter, Mayweather, anybody that has never been knocked down, right? And this is a friend, he's 300 pounds. And I'm messing with him. Everybody telling me, man, leave him alone, man. He got something on his man. He
You talking about 88?
Yeah, big 88. But when I took one step, 1 feet off the ground, I said, man, I ain't with all that feel sorry for me. Nigga, and I was stepping up on the 1 feet is already lifted up. And he just turned it through one.
You know you lost right there, right? Now you end up getting them back, but at that particular time you lost that fight right
No,
there.
it wasn't a fight.
He knocked you down.
Listen,
and
man.
you didn't do nothing right then and there. Cause you was dizzy.
Nah, dizzy nothing. 88 is my, listen, man, 88 was my dude, man. That's a big dude, and he, you know, somebody tell you, man, I don't feel good, leave me alone, leave him alone.
I mean, I understand that, but he won that fight at that particular
He
time.
didn't win nothing, man. You ain't understand. Look, this is what I call a fight.
All right.
A fight is a fight when 2 people fight. After I got up, I was laughing when I got up, cause I was embarrassed.
And you was stumbling.
Nah, I wasn't no stumbling to it. I just, hey, you know what, man?
He knocked you. You was dizzy. It's okay. You're human.
Nah, I ain't.
He knocked you, and you was you was stumbling and laughing. You went to your cell. You had to regroup.
And you ain't let me tell it.
All right, go ahead.
I'm getting ready to take a step up on the bleachers and still messing. He threw the punch. 1 feet is already off the ground.
And sent you.
I mean, anybody get hit with 1 feet in the air is gonna hit the ground, bro. It made 300 something. So
10 count.
and I slid and I started laughing. I was embarrassed. I tried to laugh it off. I said, "Oh, for real? You gonna hit me with a little punk lick like that?" So I get up and I'm walking over towards him. So everybody jumped in and said, "No, come on, man. The guards is coming." Man, he told you leave him alone, Fleece. Why you want to, man, he got family issues, all this stuff. So
You had to take that L on the chin and just back up.
I went out and said, you know what? That's my big buddy anyway, right? I should have left him alone. I'm going to accept this one. It was hard.
A loss, right?
Not a
I
loss.
got you on record. Let's go ahead. That's a loss, Fleece. That's a L.
Okay, tell me if this is a loss.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to let that pass.
That's a loss.
Not a loss.
You got him back, but you lost that particular fight.
No, it wasn't a loss, man.
We going anybody in the comments, please. You heard what he just said.
It's not a loss.
Anybody in the comments, please put in the comments if somebody knocks you down and you don't get them right then and there, if that's a loss or not.
It's not a loss, man. I'm explaining the story. This is a personal friend of mine that I'm playing too much. I play a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I play a lot. I'm the type of person, I just play a lot.
He hit you hard, though.
Man,
You slid.
this is the type of playing I do. I'm over a friend's house. I know he got a big old ferocious one of them pit bulls out back. And it's 4 of us over. But one of the guys that being with us, he always talk all this gangster stuff. I don't talk to him much. But I'm going to see how much gangster he is. So I turn and raise the window up that I'm setting him back up. So his son running out. I said, the dog name is Rocky. I said, he's a killer too. I said, go let Rocky. He said, no, he'll bite. I said, here's $10. Gave him $10 and I'm waiting on it. He went and letting me in came in from the kitchen. Soon he ran, I said, oh God! And I dabbed out the window. I just wanted the dog to panic, right? That dog tore everything up in her, right? That's the type of fun stuff that I do.
I know, but 88 laid you down.
No, but here's what happened with me in 88 the next day.
He won that day. Okay, next day. The get back. Then we.
He didn't win nothing.
He won that. He knocked you down.
Okay.
You slid up under the basketball goal.
All right, yeah.
You got up dizzy, walked to your cell, could barely walk. You get in your cell, you sit down, regroup, and then go ahead. Next day, what? After you slept all the pain
Hey,
out.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it to y'all like this. You know what I was saying at first? I didn't want no reputation, no name, no nothing, right? So I'm sitting here wondering why I'm talking in contradiction, right? Because now I'm trying to say, no, I ain't lost and all that, which I didn't.
Yeah, you
but
did.
you know what I'm gonna do?
No. You lost that. Don't.
I'm gonna accept it.
Oh, okay.
I lost. Hey. Oh God.
I've been waiting on that. America. He finally admits
that I didn't lose.
that he lost.
That I didn't.
He lost the fight against 88. 88 tattooed him. Boom, boom. Sent him.
Hey.
He went flying.
I didn't lose. I didn't. And but I'm gonna say I did. No, let me. Boy, that fish. That fish is good, man. I gotta eat some more, man. But anyway, I always wanted
to lose a fight. You lost one.
See, I don't want a reputation. I don't want nobody running up on me thinking if you whoop me, then you get some sort of colors, right? I don't like going through that. That's why out here in this free world, I respect the hood, man. All the young people, this is y'all world, man. I'm not in your way, you know. They all respect me, you know, and so everywhere I go. It's just based on how you conduct yourself, right? And but I tell you one thing though, that ain't changed is they got a lot of things happening to inmates now while they locked up. They ain't got nobody to speak on it. Inmates is going.
Why are people so close-mouthed when they leave prison, man? What is that a brotherhood thing, or is that a y'all just learn not to quote unquote talk about stuff in there? Or people just embarrassed on what really happens?
The closed mouth stuff comes like this. I said I was gonna speak mal on it, but I'm gonna speak mal again. Just by saying 85% of the inmates in our male institutions here in the state of Kentucky are gay. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind them prison walls and gates. Nobody except the penitentiary inmates know. Mm-hmm. You have to be in there to know what's going on, right? Now, these 85%, they leave the prison and you got some that was forced out. I seen times that here's a guy got his girlfriend and his women, man, they look like Beyonce, man. But he was crying because he had a sissy in her he was leaving behind. The sissy said, go home. Go home. Baby, I don't want to leave you, baby. Baby, go home. And I may God blessings be with you. All this stuff. Then you got guys that was girls in prison. Now they got to come out as a man now, make the transition. And then they husbands in prison be like, baby, I really don't want you to go. Now check this out. Now listen. This is the husband talking to the sissy. Now the sissy get ready to get out. He get ready to turn back into a man, but this is how it happens. I heard you made parole, baby. Yes, honey. I made parole. What you gonna do? You know, my mother needs me. And my little brother, all that stuff. Well, yeah, your little brother, he's getting older, ain't he? Yeah. So when the day comes where he leaves, check his shit out. He said, baby, I love you. I love you too, and I really don't want to go. Get your ass out of here. You know, your mom them was waiting on you. So they kissed. All that shit, right? So when you get to the front gate, go through there, get processed out. There's your mama, your sister, and there's your girlfriend waiting on you. So the mama come up. Now remember how he left out of prison. Honey, I really don't want to go. Get your ass out. No, all that shit, right? You know, that was the way he talked. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna really miss you. I don't know if I can sustain it. You know, all that shit. And then his mama come, hey, my boy. Don't know about what he gonna be in, right? Mm-hmm. Now check him out. I'm out. How y'all doing?
He's a man again.
Yeah, he'll switch back over, but sometimes it comes out, right? You know, and then you see his girlfriend. She said, look at you, baby. You done got big. Oh, yeah, girl, I've been lifting weights and stuff, you know, push-ups and stuff. That's all we do in her. And she looked at him, see it came out a little, right? So, ladies don't know what the fuck is going on, right? But like I say, the 85% that was gay when I was in there, they done been out, back and forth. I done seen them when they got out.
Changing back and forth.
Yeah, and you know they out here talking like, hey, yeah, man, what's up? You know what? Get money, nigga. Get money. And then they go to prison. Motherfucker spot him because, you know, he done got out before. Said, hey, man, your baby's back. Ooh. Rochelle, is that you? Yeah. Jake. He ain't doing all that. Yeah, nigga. All that shit. See, they voice change. They change. Back over, right? And so, what the fuck is going on? I mean, excuse my expression, what the hell is going on? I mean, I seen one the other day kind of made me mad. I'm going down to the store, and I'm telling you, I asked a question. I said, hey, bro, I said, you know, if that store got ATM in it? He said, I don't know. That dude had a beard, a black dude, a beard, an afro. Look, you know, he look hard, man, like, you know, hood dude, man. I said, man, he's a cool little brother, man. Cause I'm living in an area now around people that ain't ghetto, they working class people, middle class. And I said, maybe I need to make some friends out of here, man. I said, hey, bro, you know if they got ATM in now? I don't know. But I tell you what, though. Here's what people is doing. And I was thinking about writing a rap song on this. Let's compare the gay man to the straight man. All right?
All right.
Out here in the world now, you ask the average gay man, do you have a job? Yeah. They go as high as Hollywood. They from Hollywood as executive shells to, they can come up with some career names I ain't even heard of. Ask the straight man, do you got a job? Yeah. What? Garbage truck. Some old shit. Ask the gay man, where do you live? Shit, he not only got a big bad house, but got a business. Ask the straight man, where you live? I'm living with my sister right now. But I'm getting ready to get an apartment in Majority. So, you ask the straight man about women. They all B's and H's. Ask the gay man. He has some of the most beautiful things to say about him. Ask the straight man. I mean, if you do the comparison between the two male figures, one that is flaunted by homosexuality, where he's considered, as his flaw, not being a man, and as a man should be, put it like that. What you was born is what you're going to die being, whether you accept it or not. But he wasn't presenting himself as a man. But if you take the two and work out their flaws, you'll see that these gay people, that you compare them with a straight man, it's no comparison. The gay people got more than they got. They work. They are respectful. They do this, they do that. They real attentive to a woman's needs. They conduct themselves respectful. You don't see a lot of them in prison. No, you don't.
You don't see a lot of what?
Them type of gays I'm talking about, they don't go to prison, they work. They law band, they got good careers, good jobs, good everything. They just gay. Then you got the straight men that's supposed to be whatever they say a man should be. They come with all sorts of flaws. From mistreatment of women to abusing them to doing everything, not even having a job. So, if I was on the platform of having somebody, if I was a woman, if I was a woman, me, if I was a real woman, and I had to make a choice between the type of man that I would choose to be my man.
That Linda Dynamite would choose?
I would, now, you see, you back and you I'm gonna interview you again one of these days, right? You get that back. Now, what I'm saying is, if I was if I was born a woman, raised as a woman, and I looked out here into the world to see what type of man I want to marry and raise a family with, right? So I hear about this man, he's gay. They say he's gay. He don't do the gay stuff. You know, like far as gotta have a man. He's interested in, bisexual like, right? So I would say, hey, we got somebody here. He cleans, cooks. He does anything a woman can do. He ain't gonna mess with a man, just me. I'm gonna marry him. He got a job out of this world. Got his own house, got his own car. Gay people are set up. The only thing I've seen out of here about gay people is that the only thing you can say about him is, hey, he's gay. Other than that, man, they got some of the best careers. Ain't no straight man got more than what they got. They hooked up all over the country with, they everywhere. Hollywood, everywhere. They running stuff. They got good careers all through all the communities. They on top. And so, and they don't sell dope. They don't have to. They are actually out here. They just got one thing people say about him: he's gay. But the straight man, if I was a woman, I'd tell a straight man in a heartbeat, ain't nothing you can do with him, man. Hey, I'll take a gay man over him any day.
Yeah,
I would.
okay, check this out though. Now that you done said that, I don't have nothing against what you say. I'm not judging anybody.
No,
but one will look at this video and be like, man, he giving gay guys a lot of compliments, and he's killing straight dudes. So what's going on?
Now, what's going on is this. I'm speaking the truth. It's just like, here's the truth. Like, we supposed to be about the truth. Okay, like, people say, what's your stance on polices? Do you hate the police? Do you think there's no such thing as a good cop? Now, as I was coming up, I would have said a whole lot of bad things about policemen, right? As I was raised up in that type of environment. But now that I'm older and I got my beliefs, I got a nephew. I got a nephew that is a homicide detective in Atlanta, Jeff Churchill. I love my nephew. So, I got another friend in Indianapolis. She's a cop, sheriff. I love her. So, I'm saying my views changed when I accepted the truth.
No, I'm just talking about
the gay thing.
the admiration you have.
Nah, there ain't no admiration. I'm putting things in perspective.
You didn't say one. You didn't say
Okay.
one positive thing about straight men, though.
Okay, what can I say straight or positive about them?
Well, you said straight. You said straight men. You said if you ask the two questions on what you do for a living or where you live at, you said a straight man to say he live at home with his sister. That's not true.
Yeah,
I'm straight. I don't live at home with my sister.
We going about when I say when we go into this type of talk, we talking about a majority, not one or two individuals. The overall majority of straight men, right now in our environment, the overwhelming majority of them in this environment that we live in right now don't have a job.
I wouldn't say that.
And I said the majority.
I wouldn't say it's the majority.
Okay, a large percentage of them don't. Okay, let's stick with that. A large percentage of them are live in rooming houses with somebody else. A lot of them don't have a car. None of that. In this same environment, this exact environment, now the gays in this environment, they got homes, houses, cars, and careers. You know, they ain't in jail, they ain't selling dope, they ain't been chased by the police. They just got one thing society throw against them. You gay. Other than that, the law-abiding, got good careers that smoke any man straight on career and job opportunities. They take full advantage of all that. They just got one thing against them. You gay. You know, and then the straight men, they out here still doing what they been doing. Domestic violence, stealing, trying to sell dope, hating on each other, running around shooting and all that. So I just said if I was a woman and I wanted a man, I'd get a gay man. No, I got a good one.
Yeah, but he's not gonna want you. If you was a woman, he wouldn't want you.
Listen, you ain't listening to me. When I say get one, I don't mean get one against his will. I mean get one that will want me.
That's what I'm saying. He won't be gay then if he wants a woman.
Look.
Right?
You got a lot of them out there. Look, here's what people say. Say once you gay, you gay. That's the word on the street is. That's the way they say it in the world. Even though it ain't what it is, that's what it's thought to be. So, you got some guys that being gay, that ain't gay no more. I mean, they don't participate in the gay thing. Mm-hmm. But it's known in their past that they have. And so, girls will say, look, I don't know about him. They said he used to be gay. And yeah, this and that. But he ain't no more. He just, trying to. And so she look at him and she be like, yeah, I want him though.
So what you saying, a man that used to participate in homosexuality, that's not in homosexuality anymore, done changed, is a better man than the straight man that you could go get?
If I was a woman, I would see it that way.
That's your opinion.
I mean, that's how I would look at it.
Right. Yeah, you have it right.
You got to make a big decision out here now, cause it's important. You got ladies now in men's. Now I can defend the men's on this. Before I got out of prison, I kept hearing all this talk about black ladies running to the white man and the black men running to the white women because they couldn't get it right with each other. A lot of blame was put on the black men. But when I get out here in the street and see how these women was treating the black men out here, right? And how the black men nowadays are trying to be a good man, but they missing certain things like financial security and certain other little things not really big, shouldn't be big on a person's list. But these black girls is really, even in relationships, it used to be where black men have started. These black girls, man, I'm gonna have to tell you, you gotta land, you cross all boundaries. You know, you wrong. How you treat your black man, any man, you wrong. And most of the time, it's all because of you. That's just the truth.